watching the New York State High School Wrestling Championships here on Cable 13 Sports. Our fourth year of bringing these championships to you. Wherever you're watching locally, we're happy that you're with us here on Cable 13 Sports, the leader in local sports programming.
We talked at the top of the show about people getting beat before they get here to these finals. And there's a lot of people, and we'll try to run them down for you, as we said, have not made it. But there's a fine performance by McNeil, only a sophomore. As we get set for the 105-pound matchup. Get a look at part of the crowd here. Fill this war memorial.
Here's Paul Lanphier of Canandaigua, school that has many representatives here tonight. He's a junior at Canandaigua, and at 105 pounds, his opponent will be Phil Consiglio from North Rockland High School. He's a junior representing Section 9, the only wrestler from that section. And Phil has taken a pair of 6th places in the previous 2 years here at the state championships. The officials in this 105-pound championship will be Tom Riccio and Gene Monaco. Lanphier and Consiglio.
Look at Lanphier. Lanphier has got 105 total wins, 14 losses. His overall record this year, 35-4. So very, very impressive. And they're making the announcements in the background. That's not Brzezinski, of course. That's Consiglio from Section 9. Only an 11th grader. So we've got 11th grader against 11th grader. You can see the concentration. It's been a long 2 days of wrestling. They started here Friday in the afternoon. Wrestled this morning at 10 o'clock. And as they went to the finals, they wrestled up to 4 matches. And as we've said before, you'll see some bruises and scrapes.
105-pound 6th-place finisher. Overall record 96 wins, 14 losses, 1 tie.
In case you just joined us, at 91 pounds, Rick Brzezinski defeated Joe Lafredo 7-6. And Gene McNeil has just defeated Butch Hibbard by a score of 7-0.
The wrestlers like to, just waiting really kills them because they get their mentally set, ready to go, and lots of times they really just want to go out and wrestle and get it over with. But it's nice to know that much about them.
Canandaigua High School, Section 5, Paul Lanphier.
Consiglio back in 1982.
Lanphier right away, the man with the green.
Consiglio in 1982 was a freshman when he took 6th place. Last year as a sophomore, also 6th.
Not bad. Lanphier almost had a takedown, but he gets the tables turned on him. Consiglio puts him right down. No back points. Takedown right away. 2-zip. Potentially dangerous. So Consiglio went right after Lanphier. Took him down. Lanphier second in the States in 105 last year. Again, potentially dangerous when they reach that particular point, and you can't keep doing that. Officials will tell them you can't keep causing that to happen. Consiglio will now get on. There he is. Red headgear, white stripe down the side. Lanphier tries a roll. And right away we're going to see the legs thrown in by Consiglio from North Rockland. He had Lanphier in trouble. Looked like he might get some back points in that first takedown. Didn't get any, but it was close. They're going to go out of bounds right to our left. Crowd not quite into this one yet.
Consiglio leading 2-0.
As we said, Consiglio looked to have Lanphier in trouble. Not much of a move by Lanphier on the bottom. Consiglio got the half in, trying to kick the leg out, break down the base. And you can see Consiglio right there on the top with that half Nelson, while Lamphere moves on the bottom. And he's going to try to tip him and get some points. Lamphere would like to just get rid of that arm control, but he can't do much without it. You see right there how they wrestle on the edge of disaster. Consiglio did. He doesn't get any points. But you notice, Dave, he'll ride him from the side and put himself in trouble to try to tilt that back over and pick up some back points. It didn't work that time, but Consiglio's a sharp wrestler.
Phil Consiglio and Paul Lamphere.
You can hear people yelling up and out to Lamphere. That's easier said than done sometimes.
15 seconds in period number 1. That's a good look at Lamphere.
Lamphere has not been moving well on the bottom. His first move is really not much to put any kind of pressure on Consiglio, and Consiglio just throws the legs and goes to the half Nelson. And it's going to run out of time here, but Consiglio definitely in charge.
As we come now to the end of period number 1, and Phil Consiglio leading Paul Lamphere 2-0. Consiglio got here by defeating Richard Pigeon, last year's 91-pound state champ, who was attempting to move up 2 weight classes to 105. The score in that one was 12-10 as Consiglio defeated Richard Pigeon. Earlier on, Consiglio had decision Matt Brown 12-2, and then Dave Kuhn 7-2.
That's impressive because, as we said, Pigeon was a state champ and one of those people that gets beat out on the way.
Lanphere's route here was equally impressive because he beat the defending 105-pound champ. Even more impressive at that, Brett Penrith, and Lamphere won that one 6-4. Earlier on, Lamphere defeated Fred Varon, pinned him in 5 minutes 20 seconds, and beat Philip Masso 10-6 and Penrith 6-2.
And Consiglio's got him in trouble. He had the leg in, doubled up, had a half Nelson, and just tried to, you can see him, watch that left hand go up, try to control the neck. And he slides, boy, he moves well from the bottom. Controls the arm, slides his hips out, and you see Lamphere doing turn-ins, trying to roll and get out, but he just can't get away from Consiglio. You see him elevating the leg, and Lamphere just not able to do much. As we come down to about 50 seconds left in this period, second period. Consiglio on top again with the legs, got the leg in. Just, you can see he's just dominating the match. He's only got 2 points, Dave. Not able to get him over on his back. And you see a lot of strategy. They're double up. Look at him double up on that. He's got the half, and he just tries to put the extra leverage on with that other hand and drive him over while he keeps the leg.
That's potentially dangerous, and so the official separated them and gave the warning.
All right, he really got heavy on that half Nelson, and they decided that it was a little bit too dangerous, potentially dangerous. Let's watch Lamphere's move on the bottom. Let's see what he does. He has not been moving well from the bottom. Consiglio on the top. Not much. Oh, he had Consiglio off balance. Now he's got a chance to. Lamphere got a chance. He hasn't scored yet. Consiglio heavy on the leg, got 2-on-1 on the leg, trying to hold on.
Doesn't have any time, though. And all that goes for naught, no scoring. So we've come to the end of the second period now, and it is still Phil Consiglio 2 and Paul Lamphere nothing.
I had to give Lamphere a little confidence because he hadn't been doing much to that point, but he did. But that man right there, Consiglio, wrestling very well. He's in the driver's seat. He's on the bottom. Lamphere's in the top. Lamphere's going to have to really turn him over to get some points. He's going to let him up. I thought that might happen. So Lamphere lets him up and is going to try to get some points in a takedown position. Hope he can maybe throw the big one and pin Consiglio. They're going to go out of bounds. Score now 3-0. In favor of Consiglio. But he gave up. Lamphere gave up his position on top to get back into a takedown position. If he does, he'll only be down by 1 point. Time's running out.
He's got to bring him down and control him. So far, he's done neither.
Oh, nice hip throw. No points awarded yet, but Consiglio is just about, there it is, now he got him. Not only did he get him, he's got Lamphere in real trouble. Now they're gonna go out of bounds. 2 back points, 2 takedown, 4-point move. That should be 7-0. And Lamphere got his nose caught. We'll see if that's, yeah, that's a nose. So Consiglio, Phil Consiglio out of North Rockland, Section 9, the junior, really looking sharp against Lamphere. You can hear him looking. They're trying to keep him dry, keep him loose. And for a bloody nose, there's no injury time taken. That's an official timeout. If he were injured, it would be a different story, but they don't, bloody noses happen so frequently, they're not considered really an injury.
Phil Lamphere now has 1 minute, 8 seconds to try and do the impossible, or so it seems.
It looked like he had a decent shot, but Consiglio threw a hip throw and put him right on his back. Picked up 4 points. Once again, he goes right to the half with the tight waist, brings him to the side, then throws the leg. And this gives him a great opportunity. If he doesn't score, he eats up the clock. We're under a minute, and that's all Consiglio is going to try to do. He's got that half in now from the right side. You see the inset, the clock, down to just about 45 seconds right now, 45. Lamphere trying to reach up over the back and turn in at the same time. Does, gets an escape. Goes right back after Consiglio.
Now down to 30 seconds.
The only thing he can do now is pin him. And Lamphere is going to try to get in a position where maybe he can throw a 5-point move. But even that won't be enough. Down to just about 15 seconds as they go out of bounds. Make that 16 seconds. So Lamphere, the junior from Canandaigua, has got just 16 seconds to score some points on Phil Consiglio, the junior from North Rockland in Section 9.
And the only representative of that section, so it may be a surprise to some that a area of New York State without much wrestling representation here in the finals is about to defeat one of the Section 5 wrestlers. And it just has happened. Victorious Phil Consiglio, in a dominating effort, defeats Phil Lamphere.
Section 9, Phil Consiglio.
Consiglio actually wasn't even, when you talk to the people about who they thought would end up in that final match, Consiglio was not one of your prime considerations.